So we all have had the same suffering where you're looking for stuff and it takes a lot of time. By many estimates and studies, 1 to 5 hours are lost each week by per person trying to find the right information at the right time to be able to make their jobs much more productive. So when you look at this and you add it up based on employees and hourly rates, it can easily be $130 million in productivity loss for a company of 5,000 employees, and the numbers can easily change depending on the size and scale. But this is a real serious issue. We've all been using search for a long time. We're looking for better ways with Copilot, and with AI. Everybody wants Copilot to be magic and fix everything, but it just doesn't work that way. And that's where we're going to talk about some of the challenges here in our session. So one of the things I wanted to sort of kick off with everybody is in the panel here is asking a few questions just to help kick things off in terms of some of the challenges being faced. And with both organizations working with many customers, there's a lot of experience on what's happening in the market. And so I want to use this as an opportunity to get their input of what they're seeing and what they're finding in the market. So let me start off with a couple questions here for the audience. And the first one, I am going to when we talk about the missing file, as I mentioned with search, we've all had that moment where we know the document exists, but Copilot acts as if it's never seen it. From a technical standpoint, what are some of the most common reasons for this retrieval issue? Some people call it retrieval amnesia. Let's start with Tony on that question.
Well, if you're talking about SharePoint specifically, and usually when we have this discussion, if you can see the audience, they're all like nodding their heads. It's like you go to search for something in SharePoint and it's not there. I actually had this experience just this very week, a document that I knew I created in December before we went on holidays. I couldn't find it. But SharePoint looks for exact keywords. So if you don't have that keyword in your title, then you're probably not going to find it. And then if you're looking for, obviously you're going to miss information like related documents because you're doing that keyword search, right? And even Copilot, it's better because we can use natural language to search for things, and we can usually find things a little more quickly. But natively, it doesn't really understand oftentimes what your intent is, or it can't find those specific documents. And it doesn't know, for example, that I think this is a really critical one, that document A is related to document B, or this information also requires this information, because it just doesn't see that context that most of us as humans kind of know. We're like, oh yeah, I know I have this document, but so-and-so in another department also has this information, and I need that information as well. So it's really just the nature of, first of all, SharePoint.